So hello and welcome to this Adobe Animate tutorial, and in this video I am just going to show you how you can create this kind of HTML5 animated banner, and right now you can see what we are going to be doing. One thing that I want to say is that in this tutorial we are going to be working in the size for the Google Ads, which is going to be 300 by 600, but in this video I am not going to show you how you can prepare this banner for the Google Ads, because there is like a whole process, but I am going to put the link in the description for the tutorial where I am showing that. This is what we are going to be doing right now, and we can start. Alright, so right now I am on the site Freepik, and I am going to put the links in the description, and I will also give you the smaller images that we are going to adjust in the Photoshop. So we are going to go with 3 images. We will go with this one, we will go with this one, and we will go with this one, and one thing about the Freepik is that there is a daily limit for the downloads. It's usually 3 and 10 if you are going to be signed in, and you are going to have unlimited downloads if you are going to go with the premium. And also one thing is that if you want to use this commercially, you will have to attribute the author or go premium. But all you need to do with these images is click download, then go with free download, and you can save this, and this is just going to save you this as a JPEG, but I am going to hit cancel because I already saved this. Right now I will go to the place where I have my images, and I'm going to have them like so. And what I'm going to do is I will go to the Photoshop because I would like to make them a little bit smaller, also the file size. And in the Photoshop I will go with 400 pixels by 400. I want this to be resolution 72, RGB, and so on. And I'm just going to click create. And now what I'm going to do is one by one I am going to put these images that I downloaded to the Photoshop like so. And right now I can scale this little bit, so I'm going to scale this like so with the Alt or Option to go from the center and without the Shift. Something like this, and I'm going to click enter to confirm this. And you can position this as you want, but be careful to don't go away like so, but something like this. And now what you need to do is just go to the file, export as, and you can save this as a JPEG. And there is like this option for the quality, and I would go maybe with 4 or 5, it depends, because we would like to have the smaller file size. And I am just going to click export, and I can save this, but I am going to hit cancel because I already saved this. So I will go to the place where I have the images, and I am going to have basically 3 images, and all of them are going to be 400 by 400. So I am going to provide you this, but still keep in mind that I don't own these images, and I will just provide you this to make this little bit more simple. Okay, right now I will go to the Adobe Animate, and I'm going to create a new document. So I will go with Ctrl N, Command N, and I am going to choose the file size, which is going to be 300 by 600. This is the size for the Google Ads banner. I want this to be HTML5 canvas. Frame rate is fine as it is, and I'm just going to click create. Now I will go to the place where I have the images, and I am just going to select all of them like so with the Shift, and I am going to drag them all to the Adobe Animate. Now if I go to the library, I am going to have these images automatically in the library, so that means that I can delete them from my stage like so, and I can put them to the stage one by one. So we are going to start with the image 1, so I am just going to drag it from the library in here like so, and Now if you cannot see things outside of the stage, you can click this clip content outside of the stage and unclick this, and so I'm going to position this image maybe like so. You can unclick this to see how this is going to look in your browser, and we can go with the Control Enter or Command Enter to see this, and this is what we are going to have. I am going to create some kind of background, so I am going to click anywhere. I will go to the properties, and I am going to go to the stage, and maybe I will click somewhere here like so, and then I'm going to choose some color base of this, so maybe I will go with something like this, I don't know, and I am just going to click OK. You can choose any background that you want. Now I am going to convert this image to the symbol, because later on I would like to animate this little bit. So I am going to click on this, I will go to the modify, and I will go with convert to symbol or F8, and I can call this to be image 1 like so, and I am just going to click OK, but make sure that it is movie clip. There are some other options, but I want this to be movie clip, and I am going to click OK. Now what I'm going to do is I can zoom in a little bit on my timeline, and I will go to maybe frame 100, and I'm going to click F5, or you can right click insert frame, basically just to extend the timeline a little bit. And I'm going to double click on this layer 1, and I'm going to call this to be image 1. I'm going to create new layer, and this layer I am going to call to be mask 1, and I am going to go to the rectangle tool, and I'm going to choose polystyle tool, so I will go with the last one. And right now we have an option to go with the polygon or to go with the star, so I would like to go with the polygon. And a number of sides, I would like to have this as 5, and this star point size, it doesn't really matter, so yeah. And I am just going to create a shape like this. Now I will click on this shape, and I'm going to, let me delete this, I'm going to of course hold shift to stay proportional, and I am going to click on this, and I'm going to change the color to maybe red. This is, the color really doesn't matter, but I want to something which is going to be like visually good for me. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I will go maybe to frame 40, and I'm going to create new keyframe F6, but before of that I am going to convert this to the symbol, so I am going to click on this, I will go with F8 or modify convert to symbol, and I am going to call this to be mask. One more time, make sure that it is movie clip, and I'm going to click OK. And now I will go to frame 40, and I'm going to create new keyframe F6, and yeah. Now I am going to scale this, so I will go with Q, and I am going to scale this like so. Okay, let me actually go back a couple of times, and before of that I would like to align this little bit. So I went back, so right now I have only one keyframe, the initial keyframe, and I am actually going to click on this shape, and I am going to go to the align tool, I will go to the align to stage, and I am going to align this horizontally, so I would like to have this a little bit in the center, and the vertical align I am just going to eyeball, so maybe something like this. Okay, so yeah, and one more time I will go to frame 40, and I'm going to create new keyframe F6, and I am going to with the Q free transform tool scale this like so, and I am going to rotate this, so I will put this maybe like this, and yeah, I'm going to scale this, so this is going to cover all of the image, so something like this. Now I will go back to the initial keyframe, and I am going to scale this down, so with the shift I will scale this down like so, and yeah, now I will go anywhere in between. I will right click, and I'm going to choose create classic twin. So basically this is what we are going to have, and I will go to the first keyframe, and I can rotate this little bit like so. So when this is going to be scaling, it is also going to be rotating like so. Okay, so this is what we are going to have. Now I am going to click on the first keyframe of the mask, and I'm going to create some kind of easing. So I will go to the classic ease in the properties, and I'm going to choose easy in out. This will just basically make the animation at the beginning slower, then quicker, and then at the end slower. It is just going to make the thing a little bit better, and I'm going to double click on this first option like so. Now I will right click on the mask layer, and I'm going to choose mask. And now my image is going to be visible only where the mask is, and this is what we are going to have. So I will go with Control Enter, Command Enter to see this in the browser, and this is what we are going to have. Okay, now if I want to change this little bit, what I need to do is unlock this like so. And for example, I can go ahead and make this little bit smaller at the beginning. So I am going to hold Shift and I will try to go maybe like so. Okay, and then one more time I can lock this, and yeah. Now what we are going to do is we are going to animate this away. So I will extend the timeline for the image and for the mask a little bit. So I will go maybe to frame 160. Later on we can play with this. So I am going to select this like so, and with F5 I am going to extend this like this. For now I am going to unlock them because I would like to animate this. So I will go maybe to frame, I don't know, 90, and I'm going to create new keyframe, F6, and then I am going to copy the initial keyframe. So I am going to hold Alt or Option, and I am just going to drag the initial keyframe to maybe, I don't know, 125. That's up to you, and yeah. This is going to create me this kind of dots. I can get rid of that by right click and remove classic twin. And in between of these two keyframes, I am going to right click and I am going to choose create classic twin. So we are just going to put this in like so, and then we are going to animate this out. For the animate out, I am going to create a different easing. But yeah, for now I can go with the same easing with the easy in out, and later on I will change this and I will show you why. So I will go with easy in out, and I'm going to double click on this quad option, and yeah. So right now I am going to lock this, and I'm going to go with Control Enter, Command Enter, and this is what we are going to have. So we are going to animate this in, and then this is going to go away like so. And I don't like when this go away. When this is going to have like easing. So what I prefer to do, I don't know if you are going to be able to see the difference, but I will click on this keyframe, and I prefer to go with easy in. So it is going to like start slowly, but at the end it is not going to slow down. But you can go also with the easy in out, that's up to you, but I prefer for this animation this easing, and I'm going to double click on this first option. So yeah. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to create new layer, and this is going to be image number 2, and I will go to the library, and I am going to get image number 2, and I am just going to put it to my stage like so, and yeah. Now I will convert this to the symbol. So I will click on this, I will go with F8, and this is going to be image number 2, and I'm going to click OK, and basically I am going to select the initial keyframe, and I am going to put it on the place where my mask is going to like put away the first image. Now I am going to duplicate the mask, so I am going to right click and I am going to choose duplicate the layers, and I am going to put this mask copy over the image 2. And what I'm going to do is I am going to select all of the keyframes of the mask copy, but for that I am going to zoom out a little bit so I can see them. So I am going to click on the last keyframe with the shift on the first keyframe, and I will just move this in here like so. So yeah, and I would like to, I can just move the, I will zoom in a little bit like so, and I want to have this keyframe and this keyframe on the same place, so I can move the whole thing, or I can just move this keyframe a little bit. I can just click on this and drag it like so. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I will right click on the mask layer, the mask copy, and it is mask, but it is not going to behave as a mask. So I will unclick this, and one more time I will right click and I will make it mask, and right now it is going to be a mask. And now we are going to have the first image, and then we are going to make it disappear like so, and then we are going to have the second image like so. Okay, if you want, you can play with this. We can put this all of this little bit earlier. like so. So I can select these keyframes and I can put it like so, and maybe I can make this little bit shorter, but this is up to you. What you think that it's going to look fine. So right now the second one is going to appear a little bit earlier, but yeah, I am not going to play with this, and I'm going to put it just on the same place where the first one is going to disappear, like so. Okay. Now what I want to do is I need to extend the image number 2, so I will go in here and I'm going to click F5 like so, and yeah, and now basically we are going to do the same thing with the last image. So I am going to create a new layer, and I will call this layer to be image number 3, and I will just go to my library and I'm going to get the image number 3, and I'm going to put it in here like so. I will convert it to the symbol, so F8, and it is going to be image number 3, and I'm going to click OK. And now the image 3, I am just going to position the initial keyframe to the place where the second mask is going to go away, and I am going to extend this, so I will go maybe to frame 360, that's up to you, and I'm going to go with F5, and one more time I am going to duplicate the mask, so right click, duplicate the layers, and I'm going to put it over the image number 3, and I'm going to select all of the keyframes of the mask, so I will zoom out a little bit like so, and I'm going to select this keyframe, and I'm going to select the first keyframe. Let me try this one more time like so, and I am just going to put all of these in here like so. Okay, so and right now I will just right click, I will get rid of the mask, and one more time I will right click and I will create a mask, and this is what we are going to have. Now I will extend the image, so I will go maybe in here like so, F5, and I will also extend the mask, F5. So yeah, I will go with Control Enter, Command Enter to see this, and we are going to have the first one, then we are going to have the second one, and then we are going to have the last one like so. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I am going to move these images a little bit, so I can zoom in, and what I'm going to do is temporarily I am going to unlock the image 1 and the mask 1, and I am going to hide the mask 1 so I can work with the image, and I will click on the first keyframe, and I am going to position this a little bit to the right like so, and then I will go to the place where this is going to disappear, so in here, and I'm going to create the new keyframe F6, and with my shift and arrows I am going to move this little bit like so, and I will right click and I'm going to choose create classic twin. So basically we are just going to rebuild the image, and it is going to be moving a little bit like so. The same thing I am going to do with other two images, so I will go to the I can show the mask, and I can hide this, I can lock these two, and I'm going to unlock these two, and I'm going to hide the mask copy. And the second image, one more time, I'm going to move a little bit to the right like so, and I'm going to go to the place where the mask is going to go away, and I'm going to create new keyframe F6, and I'm going to move this little bit to the left like so, and I'm going to right click and I'm going to choose create classic twin. And the same thing with the last image, so I will show the mask, and I'm going to lock this, and I'm going to unlock them, and I'm going to hide the mask. And the same thing with the last image, so I will go in here, and I'm going to move this little bit to the right, and I will go to the in here like so, and I will go with F6, and I'm going to move this little bit to the left, and I'm going to right click, and I'm going to choose create classic twin. I will go with Control Enter, Command Enter to see this, and we are going to have this like so, little bit in the movement. So we are going to have the first one, we are going to have the second one, and then we are going to have the last one. Okay, and by default this is going to be looping forever. One thing is that for the last image, because if you are going to use this for the Google Ads, it will have to stop after maybe 2 loops. So the last image, I do not want this to go away. Let me log this and put it like so. So what I would like to do is I would like to get rid of this last animation. So I am going to select all of this. I am going to click on the first keyframe and on the last keyframe, and I am going to right click and I am going to choose clear keyframe or Shift F6. Basically, I want the image to stay, to don't go away. So one more time, I will go with Control Enter, Command Enter to see this. So we are going to have the first one, then we are going to have the second one, and then we are going to have the last one, and last one is just going to come in, but it's not going to go away, and then eventually this is going to loop. Okay, so it's going to stop and then it is going to loop. This stop at the end, that's up to us. What the image is moving up till in here. So if we want to, we can get rid of this last frame. So I can right click and I'm going to choose, I'm going to select them like so, the one after the keyframe, and I'm going to right click and I'm going to choose remove frames. So we can have this like so, or if we want, we can extend this. So we can select this and we can go with F5 and yeah. The last thing that I'm going to do is I will go to the beginning and I can what I can do is I can go maybe in here to see my image and I can create just some kind of text. So I can double click, this is going to be text, and I will get a text tool, and I am going to go to the properties and I am going to choose maybe some kind of brown color. So I will go maybe with something like this, and I am just going to type something like study online or something like that. Okay, like this, and I can actually put it on the one line if I want, so I can go like this. That's up to you. You can animate many text, but I do not want to play with the text right now, so I'm just going to type study online and I will make this little bit bigger, and then I am just going to create one more layer, which is going to be BTN button, and I am going to go to the rectangle tool and I'm going to choose this to be 20. This is going to make me the corners little bit like radius on the corners, and I am going to create a button like so, and I will get a text tool. The text is going to have the color of the background, and I am just going to type something like join now or whatever, and yeah. And I am going to make this text a little bit smaller, and yeah, so something like this. You can convert this to the symbol and animate it, but I am just going to keep it as it is. So we are going to have this from the beginning, and basically this is what we are going to have. So yeah. And as I told you at the beginning, I am going to put the link in the description for the tutorial in which I am showing how you can prepare banners like this for the Google Ads. And I am also going to put one additional tutorial in which I am specifically talking about the banner size when you have JPEGs, and how you can have this smaller than 150 kilobytes. But anyway, I will show you at least how you can export this. So first of all, I need to save this, so I will go with Control S, Command S, and I will go to the place where I want to have this. So it is going to be in here, and I'm going to create a new folder which I am going to call to be animate, and I will go inside and I can call this to be mask or whatever, mask images, and I'm going to click save. And now if I go to the place where I save this. So I will go to the animate. I am going to have just animate file and some recover animate file. But once when you have this saved and you go with Control Enter, Command Enter to see this in the browser, it is automatically going to publish you some JavaScript, some HTML and some images. I can delete this from here because I would like to put this to the separated folder. So what I can do is I can go to the file, I can go to the publish settings, I can go to this a little icon, select publish destination, and I will have to put this to the place where I want. You can put this folder anywhere you want, but I prefer to put it to the place where I have my animate file. So I will go in here and I'm going to create new folder in here, which I'm going to call index. You can call it as you want, but yeah, and this one I can call also index.js or mask image or whatever, and I'm just going to click save, okay, file and publish. And right now, if I go to that place, I am going to have the index folder and I am going to have some images. I am going to have HTML, I am going to have JavaScript, and if I am going to double click on this HTML, this is going to open me this like so. In the file, in the publish settings, we have all of these options, how we can publish this. We can have a texture, we can have the sprite sheet, we can have the image assets, and we have some image settings. All of this I am explaining in the tutorial for the Google Ads, and a little bit also in the tutorial about the banner size. So yeah, this is it. This is all. I hope that you are going to be able to use something like this in your projects. I went with the polygon. You can use star. You can choose any shape. And yeah, if anyone have been here until the end, you can write me that in the comment. That would mean a lot to me. And yeah, this is all. Thank you very much. Have a nice day and goodbye.